Hey, hey, I'm back. Back so soon. Pretty much right after I got and took care of a few things, I realized, like, oh, I should check on Shoal Cave, and realized that, oh, it's at low tide. So, let's take care of that now real quick. This stream will probably just be doing that real quick. Just, a few minutes, and then I'm gonna take, like, an actual, real long break, take care of some stuff. But for now, let's go through this cave. I think there might be a trainer or two now that it's low tide, but I don't quite recall. It looks so different when it's low tide. No encounter differences, though. Not until you get to the lower levels that you just straight up could not get to before. Yes, we gotta get the salt. That low tide salt. It's like so interesting that, like, there's stairs. It's like, are these stairs just like stand-ins for, like, hey, this is a slope you can walk up? Or is it like an actual managed, like, this old man carves out these stairs and maintains them or something? Is this like a cave that, like, people come in often? Well, if there's people down here, then maybe so. But it's just creepy, the fact that, like, the, cave fills with water every 6 hours. Which way do I want to go? Is it down here? I want to get all the salt. Spheal is actually a really good Pokemon. You probably have a water type by this point, because, like, you have to surf on Lily Cove. So, I mean, I guess you could get, like, just any water Pokemon as, like, an HM slave. But generally, people are going to have a good water type by now. But if you don't, for whatever reason, Spheal, excellent water type. Ice Heal. I don't really care about this item, really, so yeah, I should have cleaned up my items, because I don't think I have anything I really want to toss. I really don't care about Ice Heal, so it's fine for now. But yeah, I mean, there's totally a bridge up here that we're running across. Like, there's definitely infrastructure here that is maintained in some form. Maybe it's really old. Who knows? And up where we are now, the waters never reaches, so it's not like gonna have huge amounts of wear and tear on it. But it's always a question of, like, who's maintaining this infrastructure in these various caves. Like, in Victory Road, it's probably, the Pokemon League. But in, like, Diamond and Pearl and stuff, like, there's tons of caves, like Mount Coronet. Like, probably some of it's maintained because it's just, like, common travel points through the mountain. Connecting various towns, but, like, to actually ascend to the top of a mountain, I couldn't imagine all that's maintained thoroughly. Maybe some hikers maintain it. The permeating cold around these parts is an impediment to training, but with focus one can overcome. With this focus band, buckle down and withstand the cold. Okay, I will be back. Gosh, that's annoying. Okay. We're gonna need strength for the Aqua Hideout coming up anyhow, so let's just go ahead and put strength on our Crawdont for now. We've got one more slot we can put on him other than Waterfall, which I'm definitely saving him for Waterfall. Although I could put, like, Cut and Rock Smash on him, and then delete one of them for Waterfall later, I suppose. Okay, we're in the depths of the Shoal Cave. This is the room where you would want a shiny hunt, because this is where Snow Runt is. Oh yeah, and the Nevermelt Ice is going to be in here. Yeah. Oh, I can see my little reflection from all the way up here. Gosh. So annoying. Holy moly. I should just escape rope out of here. Just gonna go see what this is up here. Because I think that has got to be a TM. Which you would think would be Ice Beam, but no. It's actually... Hail. Which is never really worth using. Especially in, like, Gen 3. It's just, like... The only Pokemon that are immune to it are Ice types, and there's no, like, benefit, really. Like, passive benefit. Okay, yeah, I'm using an Escape Rope. This is what poor preparation does for you. I'm having crazy thoughts of, oh my gosh, what if I leave the cave and then when I walk back in, it's high tide all of a sudden. Like, that's not going to happen. We're like, well... Maybe we're ages away from the tide changing, maybe we're not. If the tide changes on us, that'll be really awkward. Okay, let's get ourselves back in. Okay, good. Because my time, it's like 3:05 p.m. Which is like... I don't know, like, it's probably getting close to being 6 p.m. in the game, which I think is when the tide changes, so... Gosh, it would just have been so awkward. Oh, this is where... That's funny. Okay. Over here... How do you get to that salt down there? We'll get the ice heal, so we can, like, sell it, I guess. There's like, no circumstances where I would ever use that. If I was frozen and I needed to use something, I'd just use an Aspare Berry. There's a cave coming out, so I think I know how to get there. It is interesting how it's like this cave system. You have the tide coming in and out, and it's like a relatively normal cave system, but it's implied to be kind of cold because there's all these feel here. And then you go deep in here, and then there's, you know, a room that's just completely super cold. Everything starts with focus. So we can stick this focus band on somebody. It ain't no focus band, but it's, you know, it's not going to expire with one use in the single player game either. But yeah, it's like definitely implied to be cold here. But what's also interesting is just the fact that like the water, like where we are now is completely underwater when the high tide comes in. And so it's like the Pokemon that are in there, like the, you know, the Snorunt and the, well, Spheal can probably go into the water just fine. The Zubats would have to evacuate. But yeah, when that's all filled with water, like the Pokemon, they can't be there the way they are now. So it's just kind of interesting. Because where do they go? Well, like, where do the Snowrunts go? The Snowrunts can't be under the water. And that's the only room in this cave that they're in. So, like, it's like there's implied other parts of the cave that you don't have access to as a player that the Snowrunts can go into. Maybe they go through the cracks, and there's other colder parts that don't get covered up by ocean water when the tide comes up. We just need one more piece of salt, and then we'll have all the ingredients for the Shell Bell. We can also get our Nevermelt Ice, which I just gave Jinx the Focus Band, but I'll probably just give her the Nevermelt Ice as soon as we get it. Maybe we'll give the Focus Band to Venomoth. For just whoever, you know, the amulet coin overrides. if you're in front. Oops. And this path up here is probably like the actual place where you actually want to run around to find Spheal and Snowrunt. I had no idea how to pronounce Snowrunt like when I first played this game. I thought it was just Snorrunt. So, like I didn't think to put the syllable between the O and the R. Snowrunt. Okay, and then Focus Bank can go on Venomoth when he's not pulling the Amulet Coin. And then otherwise we've got Black Glasses, Stick, Mystic Water, Never Melt Ice. Actually, I think I have all the salt I need. Which is going to give us the Shell Bell. Yeah, we have all the salt. So, that's also awkward. I stored the shells, so we'll walk on out of here. I'll go get the shells, and then we'll come back in, and we'll get the Shell Bell. Not sure who the Shell Bell should go on, really, because the Shell Bell restores health relative to the amount of damage that you're, like, dealing. Which, like, who would that be good for? Maybe Chompster, maybe Fraser, maybe Bernie. Probably Bernie, really. Well, I don't know. Maybe Chompster. Because Chompster's got such high special attack and defense. So maybe it just makes sense. I mean, how big of a difference does Mystic Water make anyways? Like 10%? That ain't nothing. You can slay without it. Time to get our shells.
How many PP ups do we have? Just 2, not very many. Okay, time to get our prize. Yes. It's funny because like the shell bell shows up as like a pretty iconic item like throughout the series, and this is its original spot here. It's this guy who makes him right here. Unfortunately, the shell bell is pretty much just like a less good leftovers. But, you know, I'll take it. I'm just going to put it on Chompster. And that should pretty much do us. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it for this stream. I just wanted to hop on real quick and do the Shoal Cave while I had the opportunity. I think I'm going to run back down to the icy room and save, just in case I want to, like, load up the game when I'm not streaming and, like, grind shiny snow runt or something. So, just gonna head down there now. For some reason, I thought there were actually, like, trainers to fight down here, but I think I'm thinking of Meteor Falls. Like, there's a few dragon trainers in there. Because I'm totally imagining those old people, the veterans. There's also, like, the differences between Sapphire and Emerald, which... It's been ages since I've done a playthrough of Emerald. I'll have to do that, you know, soon enough, probably this year sometime. The encounter rates in this cave are certainly up there. It's always fun to imagine, like, when you're running through these caves, like, because technically you're just connecting to different maps, but they're designed in a way to where it should make, like, some sort of topological sense. And so it's fun to imagine, like, oh, this room we're in right now, when we were in the previous room, where does this room situate? Like, relatively, oh, is it under that landmass there, etc., etc. It's fun to think about. All right. we've made it down to this inner cave here. And this is always something I thought of as a kid. It's like, oh man, like if I save here and then like, you know, wait 6 hours and come back, and the cave should be at high tide, you know, and I'm in this room and it should be high tide. I mean, that's freaky. That's scary. Like, that's one of the worst nightmares you can have is, like, you know, drowning in a dank, dark cave as it fills with ocean water. But I think it's fine. I think the cave just stays in the same state it is until you actually leave it. And then when you leave it and walk back in, I think it's immediately full of water. But, you know, maybe we'll see. Because I'm just going to save here and, like, you know, just in case I want to be down here. Because if you don't save down here and you try to come in here, there's like a 50-50 chance, depending on what time of day it is, that it's just going to be inaccessible. But in the meantime, I can just sit here and hop and grind all the shinies I want. Except I'll probably have to leave the cave, like, before the end of the day to, like, go, like, water berries and stuff. So it's a little bit of a moot point, but I just wanted to come down here to end things off anyhow. Just to finish off this little segment of the Shoal Cave. Alright, gonna save again. And, see you guys next time.